Join 2026's Wellness Wave. Stanford's Sigh rewires your entire system for total health, and today we're trending with it together. Stick around, because in the next 2.5 hours plus, I'm handing you the exact 4-minute practice that's changing lives right now, plus every single way to make it work in your real, messy, beautiful life so you finally feel whole again. Welcome back to the channel, where we expand our minds and elevate our lives. If you're tired of scattered wellness hacks that promise everything but deliver nothing lasting, you're in the right place. This isn't another quick fix. This is the holistic health revolution of 2026, the moment body and mind finally merge through one simple, science-backed breath. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why Stanford medicine called this the fastest way to reset your nervous system, and how a 4-minute daily practice can give you calmer energy, sharper focus, and deeper fulfillment starting today. We're going deep, we're going practical, and by the end, you'll have a complete system you can use for the rest of your life, no matter how busy or overwhelmed you feel right now. The fragmented life, why you feel scattered right now. Let's name the problem first, because naming it is the first step to freedom. In 2026, we're busier than ever. Notifications, deadlines, family demands, that constant low-level anxiety humming in the background. Your body is in fight or flight more hours than it's in rest and digest. Your mind is jumping between 10 tabs. Your spirit feels disconnected. I've been there. 2 years ago, I was recording episodes, running client sessions, trying to be present for my family, and I still felt like I was gasping for air. My resting heart rate was high, my sleep was broken, my creativity flatlined. Sound familiar? That's exactly why this 4-minute breath is exploding. It's not about adding one more thing to your to-do list. It's about finally connecting the dots between body, mind, and spirit so the scattered pieces start working together instead of against you. We'll spend time here so you see yourself in these struggles. The parent who snaps too quickly, the entrepreneur whose ideas dry up by noon, the student whose brain feels fried before the first lecture ends. You're not broken. Your system is just running on overload, and today we fix that at the root. The science that changes everything. Stanford's breakthrough explained in full detail. Now let's go deep into the science so you trust it with your whole being and never doubt it again. Stanford Medicine published the study that lit the fuse. They tested a specific breathing pattern, the physiological sigh, against mindfulness meditation, box breathing, and even cold exposure. The results? The sigh won on every marker. Lower cortisol, faster vagus nerve activation, improved heart rate variability, better emotional regulation, and measurable increases in focus that lasted hours. Here's what actually happens in your body in those 4 minutes, broken down so clearly you could explain it to a friend. First, inhale fills the lungs completely. Second, short sip tops them off, creating a slight pressure that signals safety to your brain. Then, the long, slow exhale triggers the parasympathetic system like flipping a master switch. Carbon dioxide levels reset perfectly. Your brain shifts out of hypervigilance mode within seconds. Inflammation markers drop. Even your gut microbiome starts to calm because the vagus nerve talks to it directly. That's why so many people notice better digestion after just 1 week. I'll break it down even simpler with everyday examples. Imagine your nervous system as a car that's been redlining the engine all day in traffic. This breath is the emergency brake, the oil change, and the full tank of premium fuel at the same time. And because it's only 4 minutes, your brain doesn't resist it the way it resists hour-long meditations or complicated routines. That's why people who failed at every other wellness practice for years are now raving about this one. We'll revisit the science later when we talk long-term results so you can track your own numbers if you want. Resting heart rate, sleep scores, even simple mood logs. The exact 4-minute protocol, step-by-step, slow, and repeatable with live guidance. Enough theory. Let's do it together right now so you feel it in your body and never forget how easy it is. Sit or lie down comfortably, spine tall but relaxed. No perfect posture required. Comfort is king. We begin with the physiological sigh. Inhale deeply through your nose, fill the belly, then the chest, then the upper lungs. Take a second shorter sip to top off the lungs, just a quick top-up. Now, exhale slowly and completely through your mouth. Make it long, audible if you want, like a big sigh of relief. Let every bit of tension leave your shoulders, your jaw, your lower back. We repeat this cycle for the full 3 minutes. I'll guide you slowly with plenty of space. Inhale deeply, sip, long exhale. Feel your body soften. Again, notice your thoughts slowing down. Again, let the exhale carry away the mental clutter. One more. You're already shifting. Now, the final minute, we layer intention. On every exhale, silently choose one word that represents the growth you need today. Clarity, peace, energy, presence, joy, patience, whatever you need right now. Say it on the exhale and let it sink into your cells like a gentle command to your whole system. That's the complete 4-minute practice. Pause the episode if you want to do a full round right now. I'll wait for you. When you come back, you'll already feel different, and we'll build on that feeling for the rest of this episode. Morning integration. How to own your day before it owns you. Let's make this practical for the very first moment of your day. Most people wake up already stressed. Cortisol is spiking before your feet hit the floor. The phone is the first thing many reach for, and the spiral begins. Here's what I do every day without fail. Before I touch my phone, before coffee, before anything else, I sit on the edge of my bed and run the 4-minute breath. The difference is night and day. My mind is clear instead of foggy. My energy is steady instead of frantic. I show up for my family and my work as the best version of myself instead of the reactive one. Try it for 7 days straight. Track 3 simple things. Your mood in the first hour, how many times you lose focus before lunch, and how patient you feel with the people around you. You'll see the proof yourself. This one habit alone solves the "I never have time for myself" problem that keeps so many of us stuck in survival mode. We'll talk later about pairing it with a quick journal prompt so the benefits compound even faster. Midday reset, beating the 3 p.m. crash and meeting stress. Next problem this solves head-on, the afternoon crash. You know the one, energy tanks, focus disappears, you reach for sugar or another coffee that just makes it worse later.
The 4-minute breath replaces all of that completely. Step away from your desk, even if it's in your car or a bathroom stall for privacy. 3 minutes of the sigh, plus 1 minute of intention, and you come back sharper than before the crash ever hit. Clients tell me it's better than a nap and actually sustains energy through the evening without any rebound. No crash, no guilt, just real, clean focus that lets you finish strong instead of dragging. I use this one between every major recording block. It keeps my voice steady and my ideas flowing. You can adapt it for commutes, school pickup waits, or even standing in line. The beauty is it works anywhere, anytime. Evening wind down. Reclaim your sleep and your peace. Evenings are where most people lose the battle with their own minds. The mind races with everything that went wrong or everything still left to do. Pair the 4-minute breath with whatever you already do. Journaling, reading, gratitude, or even just lying in bed. The breath clears the mental noise so the insights actually land and stick. Many listeners report falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up without that heavy dread or racing thoughts. This is how you turn fragmented nights into truly restorative ones. We'll add a gentle variation here for those nights when sleep feels impossible. A slightly slower exhale count that acts like a natural sedative. Real stories, how this changed lives. I want you to hear from people just like you, so you know this isn't theory, it's real transformation. Sarah, a working mom of 3 in her 30s, said the morning practice gave her patience she hadn't felt in years. I stopped yelling at the kids over small things. I actually enjoy my evenings now instead of counting down until bedtime. Mark, a burned-out entrepreneur running a 7-figure company, used the midday reset between calls. My revenue went up 40% in 3 months because I was finally present in every meeting instead of half listening while stressed. Then there's Lisa, a college student juggling exams and part-time work. I did the evening version before studying, and my retention went up so much I cut my study time in half. David, a 55-year-old executive facing health scares, told me the full practice helped him lower his blood pressure numbers enough that his doctor noticed and asked what changed. These aren't made-up stories. These are the messages filling my inbox every week. This practice scales to every lifestyle because it meets you exactly where you are. No gym, no special equipment, no extra hour in your already full day. Advanced variations and common mistakes to avoid. Once the basic 4-minute breath feels natural, we level it up with simple variations that fit your exact life. Add a gentle hand on the heart during the intention minute for extra emotional calm. Or walk slowly while doing the cycles. Movement plus breath equals even deeper nervous system reset and better posture at the same time. Common mistakes: rushing the exhale so it feels forced instead of releasing. Forcing perfect silence in your mind. That's normal at first, just keep returning to the breath. Or skipping the second sip, which actually doubles the effectiveness. Keep it gentle, keep it consistent. Consistency beats intensity every time. And I'll give you a 30-day calendar you can screenshot or write down to make it effortless. Combining with movement, nutrition, and other daily habits. Now we take it further by weaving the breath into everything else you already do. Pair it with your morning walk, 1 cycle per block, and watch your energy and creativity soar. Use it right before meals to improve digestion and prevent overeating from stress. Combine it with light stretching at your desk to release physical tension you didn't even know was there. This is where the holistic part becomes real. One breath practice that supports your movement, your eating, your thinking, and your resting. No more separate apps or conflicting advice, just one connected system that makes every other healthy choice easier. For specific life stages and challenges, parents, entrepreneurs, students, and more. Let's get ultra-specific so no one feels left out. For parents, do it during nap time or while the kids are playing quietly. It gives you the patience and presence they actually need from you. For entrepreneurs, use the midday reset to stay creative instead of reactive in high-stakes decisions. For students, the evening wind-down clears exam anxiety and improves memory consolidation overnight. Even for retirees or those facing health changes, it becomes a gentle daily anchor that restores dignity and calm when everything else feels uncertain. Wherever you are in life, this 4-minute breath meets you there and lifts you forward. The 2026 vision: how this one practice creates your entire holistic life. Zoom out with me for a moment. In 2026, the wellness world is moving away from fragmented hacks towards one connected practice. This 4-minute breath is that practice. It touches every area: physical health, mental clarity, emotional balance, spiritual connection. When you do this daily, you don't just manage stress, you transcend it. You become the calm in the chaos. You show up as the person you always knew you could be, for your family, your work, and yourself. Time for the moment that makes everything stick. We're doing the complete 4-minute practice right now, slower and fuller than before. Inhale deeply, sip, long exhale. Again, feel your body soften, mind quiet, spirit settle. One more cycle. Let it all release. Now place one hand on your heart. Ask yourself, how do I feel right now? In body, mind, and spirit. Notice the wholeness. That right there is the revolution. You just proved to yourself that real change is 4 minutes away every single day. You just experienced what thousands are discovering in 2026. The 4-minute breath isn't just a hack, it's the bridge that turns fragmented days into a genuinely elevated life. If this landed for you, do 3 things right now. Hit subscribe and the bell so you never miss the next growth edge we uncover together. Share this episode with one person who's been feeling the same scattered stress. Your share could literally rewire their whole year. Drop in the comments, what's the very first time you're scheduling your 4-minute breath this week? I read every single one, and the conversations here are where the real growth happens. Thank you for spending these 2.5 hours plus growing with me. This is Dr. Silas Kincaid signing off from Take and Grow. Stay curious, breathe deep, and I'll see you in the next episode where we explore the mindset shift that turns consistency into unstoppable momentum. Until then, you've got this.